put them all in a line.
Well, just kind of like, just all together. Probably.
Okay. And do you want them to walk by you?
Yeah, so if you start a little further back and just start walking when you hear the sound of the camera, you know.
I'm an angel. I'm a saint. These are things that strangers tell me on walks with my students. For a long time, I couldn't figure out why these comments bothered me so much. And then it finally dawned on me. Their ideas about who I am are based on assumptions about who my students are. They can't learn, they're helpless, they're incapable of emotions, and they don't go to a real school. Let me set the record straight. I'm no angel. I am not a saint. I'm a teacher, and I push my students harder than they've ever been pushed in their lives. When the weather's warm, we go for walks in the neighborhood. Sometimes we get smiles as we pass by, but we also get a lot of people staring at us. I always make a point of smiling right back. They usually look away because they're ashamed that I caught them staring. But sometimes they'll smile, and I'll make a point of telling them, "We're from Beverly School, we're on a walk, enjoying the fresh air." What I hope they're really hearing is, we're doing exactly what you're doing. I've been stopped by strangers on the street who ask me why I bother. I've been told that the government is wasting money on these kids. Once at a playground, a little girl came up to one of my students and introduced herself. Her mother ran over and told her not to be rude and to leave us alone. But I was excited that she wanted to meet them, so I introduced her to all of them. She smiled and shook hands while her mom stood off in the distance. People assume my students can't learn. They can't tell you what 2 + 2 is, and they can't write a proper sentence. But they are faced with the challenge of learning every day. People assume my students are incapable of emotions. My students don't talk, that's true. They can't tell me that they're happy or sad. They can't tell me that they really enjoyed an activity. And they can't even say how much they like me. They don't have the words, but they have the emotions. They speak with their smiles, frowns, grunts, eye movements, gestures, tears, laughter, and even their breathing. People assume my students don't belong in school. This is the assumption that frustrates me the most. I don't work in a daycare or a group home, and I am not a babysitter. My students are here to learn. A trip outside isn't just a walk, it's a lesson. It's also a chance for them to say, "This is my neighborhood. This is where I belong." We can walk every day.
We're almost done, you guys.
So you're just going to come to the sidewalk and go around, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so hang on, and you're ready, and anytime. Thanks, Nicki, that's great.